What's going on, family? What's going on, pros, business owners, family? What is going on? So today I want to bring you some SEO tips that you can apply to anything, but I'm going to show you an example of plumbers, but you can apply it to anything. So I named this one Plumbers SEO, rank plumbing website on Google, rank plumbing websites on Google. Okay, so it's evergreen kind of SEO. This will apply, I think, now, tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, right? So I want to show you a couple of things here. I want to cover some foundational stuff, and then we're going to go right into it live, not necessarily anything script, okay? So one of the things that I want to point out is like the basic foundational things here real quick. Let me get this in front of me. And here, do it like this. Okay, so let me share this screen with you. Okay. So let me cover this foundational, this kind of foundational, let's see, put that there. Okay, perfect. This kind of foundational basis. So when it comes to marketing, right? Put this here like this. When it comes to marketing for plumbers, right? Marketing for plumbers, right? There's a couple things that we want to kind of really focus on, okay? And we want to play in 4 different boxes, okay? Or what I like to call like sandboxes, right? That's what I really want to focus on right now, as far as what makes a complete marketing plan. So one of the things is your website. Okay, you want to have that dialed in for Google. You want to have it dialed in for your keywords. You want to have it dialed in so if somebody searches your website, people will find you, right? The layout, you want to have it built for conversions when somebody is looking up a particular keyword. Another area that you want to focus on is Google My Business or Google Business Profile. Okay, and that you want to also have it dialed in, especially for plumbers, especially for things like restaurants, things that you're not going to travel very far to get done on a local basis. Hopefully that makes sense, right? You're not going to travel more than 15, 20 miles to do this, especially for plumbers. If you're searching for a plumber and you're near a particular area, you want your plumbing business to be the first ones that pop up. So that's where the Google My Business comes in. And this is all like a puzzle. All of this ties in together. Another thing you want to play in is ads, like, Facebook, Google ads. You want to play in those realms. Even Bing, right, is a great place to advertise just ads in one form or the other. Another point or another sandbox that you want to play in is reviews. And when I say reviews, I mean getting reviews for your services. Especially if you earn 5-star reviews, you want to make sure you let people know. Okay. So with that being said, under reviews, I also will cover customer service, picking up the phone, follow-ups, maybe some email marketing, some social media marketing. So that's where that falls into play. Okay. So right now I want to cover the website. Okay. I want to focus on this particular section. So if all of these make 25% of your marketing, okay, 25%, that is what will make 100% of your marketing plan. Now, mind you, with that being said, your website cannot be responsible for 100% of your marketing, or it can't be responsible. 25% can't be responsible for the efforts of 100% of your marketing. Neither can you Google My Business. neither could ads, neither could reviews. But all this together, put together properly, will make 100% and will drive business to you. So again, I want to focus on the website itself, right? So let me do this. Okay. So that's the part that I kind of want to focus on. And then because I'll get people asking me, like, Alfred, what do I build? How do I put it together? What are the pieces? So one of the things that you want to look at is what is already ranking out there, right? What's already ranking? What is Google doing? What are they showing to be number one already? So let's get into it. What I'm going to tell you to do is here is like from a point that you don't have a website, or if you do have a website, kind of look at what are the missing pieces on your site, right? And some of the things, and let me break this down for you here a little bit more too. So we have, say, present. Okay, so we have this. We're going to focus on the actual website itself. Now, within the website, guys, okay, within the actual website, I'm going to break down a couple things that do matter. Okay, let's break this list down. What matters is like these are the best practices of a website, right? Website 101, website best practices, what I like to call them, what you need for your site. Okay, so let's do it here like this. We'll go here. So some of the things that you want to look for on a website, and I'm going to cover some of this, but just keep in mind is some of the best practices is like your URL structure. Okay. Another thing you want to look at is your title and description. Okay. Another thing that you want to look at is the content, as far as how much content. Another thing you want to look at is like your inner linking, or like your internal linking, right? In between websites, your anchor text. You also want to look at your backlinks, kind of your backlinks. Okay, so URL structure, title tag, description, the content, your internal linking, aka your anchor text with those internal linkings, backlinks, right? These are the things that make a difference. So in essence, some of the areas that we want to really focus is on/off page SEO. You want to focus on technical SEO. And with that, it's going to be like content, on and off page SEO, technical SEO, your content. And it almost everything that I mentioned here earlier on this side right here falls into one of these pillars right in here. Okay. With that, there's also traffic, right? Letting Google know that you're relevant. Okay. So what I'm going to do is focus on the website, coming from a point like, okay, if you don't have one, what should you have on there? What do you need on there? There is, by the time this recording comes out, guys, there's going to be I'm going to have a guest on that's going to talk about your interlinking. Definitely take a look at that. Okay, that's going to help like how to structure interlinking, how to get it dialed in, right? Okay, so let's see here. So let's jump into this. So this is coming from a point of no website, or if you do have a website, what should you have on it? So some of the things that you want to take a look, and I'm going to do like what kind of competitive analysis you should be looking at. And one of the first steps that you should be looking at is your competitor. What Google is showing, right? And then kind of divide that with the local or national, depending on your niche, right? So in this case, we're going to take a look at some of the locals. So, take a look at your SERP. So if we do this, let's do this. Let me go ahead and let's bring it right up. Okay. What I'm going to do is share my screen. So if we look at here, and we're going to do plumbers, right? So if I need a plumber, we'll just do plumber, and it already knows my area. So up here is, guys, again, I talked about it earlier. They're paying, these are local service ads. They don't pay for this placement. Well, they do in an essence, but they're really dinging you for also the phone calls. Okay. So we don't want to mess with those guys. We'll come down here into this area, right? Or we can just stay in here and we'll pick one of these guys. We'll pick the number 3 guy, Route 66, Router 66 Plumbing, right? If we look at their website, we know they pop up in the map pack, okay? They're in the top 3 of the map pack. And if you're a plumber and you're looking at this, like, what are you looking at? What are the first steps that you should be looking at on here, okay? We won't even do a face audit. I want to do a little bit deeper, again, coming from the point of what do they have that I don't, or how should I build my website, okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So if we look at here, and if we go to the home page, what I want to do is I want to bring up their sitemap, XML. And this is their sitemap here. We want to look at their pages. You can see it right in there, and this is their pages. So what I want to do is copy this and start breaking down the actual structure of the website, right? So if we come over here, and let me bring up my Google Docs, and we're gonna do a new sheet. Oops, what happened? Google Docs, new. We're gonna bring up a Google Sheet, okay? Okay, so I just pasted and copied this. Share this. I just pasted and copied. You guys seen copy, and then I opened up a Google Sheet. I zoomed in, and then I pasted. Okay, it's not how I wanted it. Let's see. Paste. What's going on? Paste. There we go. Okay, so let me share. And then I came in here and pasted it over here, right? So the only ones that I'm looking at is the URL structure. So I want to come in here, just delete those. Those don't matter. So what I want to point out here is this is, let's say, the top 3 competitors, and you want to build your site, do a facelift, or just look at, hey, what do they have versus what I don't have? So we start breaking some of these pages down. This is the top of the page. This is their home page. And if you look at here, you can see, make sure, try to zoom in here for you. You can see, like, we want to look at everything like plumbers and forward, right? From plumbers this way. So one of the things we want to break down is these are all sites that are under the plumbing tab. So if we take these, let me go here and come from all the way here. This is everything under plumbers. So we know that they have their main website, and they also have this plumbing section, right? So really all we really want to see here is that they have a plumbing section. So you know that is one of the items that you want to have on yours. From plumbing, there's different categories. Okay, and then we want to take a look at that. So what does that really look like? If we go back to here, to the actual website itself, there's plumbing, and these are all the categories that you guys will see here. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different things under the plumbing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 that is showing. Okay, unless we pick the wrong one. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do we count? 8. So there's one that's not showing compared to the other one, right? So that's what we want to start breaking down each of the pages here. So you can even break some of this down. So we know we need a plumbing page. So let's see here if we do. I'm going to try to find and replace function. I'm not the best in, here we go. So find this, replace, match all cells. Okay. Zoom back out. Find, place, done. Okay. So what we're looking at here, it took off the top portion, but we know that's the home page, but we were seeing plumbers and what's underneath that particular category. Then we got their commercial plumbing. Okay. So we know we need a plumbing and then a commercial section. So they have plumbing, then they have commercial, accessibility, privacy. Thank you. They have a career page. Okay, now here's their services pages. So now you know what cities that they're trying to go after. You can see right here. So that'd be a different section. Let's grab that. Let's bring it up here. We'll put it right there. These are all the cities. Okay, accessibility. Okay, here's some more city pages, plumbing. Oh, here's that. Remember there was an extra one we didn't find? It's right here. Let me make this smaller. Okay, so this goes over here. And then here's another city page. So we put that bad boy right there. Okay, plumbing gas line. So here's another one. So plumbing gas line. Okay, contact page about us, book a time. Okay, let's bring some of this stuff up here. So we'll come over here, take this out just to clean up the page, right? Delete. Contact us, book, coupon. There's a coupon section. That's probably important. Do you guys offer coupons on your website? Here's another city page. Let's bring that over to here. Rialto, Corona, Montclair, Norco, Walnut. Okay, these are all city pages. And then I can show you how to do these city pages and kind of cover what's important and how to do this fast, easy, and efficient. So delete that. Come over here. We're going to delete this. Okay, here's some more plumbing. Montclair, the city. Plumbing sewer line. So these are all their services that they have under plumbing. Okay, frequent asked questions, right? Some more city pages. Okay, so it looks like their main city page is Hesperia because they have a lot on there. Apple Valley, Adelanto. Okay, so boom, bring that over. Okay, we're coming to the end of this. So just a few more pages we gotta clean up here, right? So more Hesperia pages down here. Hesperia, more plumbing. So move these over here. More plumbing. Oops. More plumbing, more Hesperia stuff down here. Okay. And again, we know there's a whole page on plumbing, and then there's different categories, reviews, career, thank you, policy, okay, gallery. So these are kind of like what's in the menu page. So here is, okay, there's that one. There's an about us page. And you see how we're structuring book a call. We're already structuring the page itself. And this is, and then reviews. Okay. And now you know, okay, how am I going to build my page so it ranks? So the first step is, what's the layout? What are the pages that I need? Okay, so this is what this winner is doing, right? Because they're in the top 3. I know they have a plumbing in their menu, contact, about us, book, reviews, maybe a policy, private policy section on there. Thank you, career, frequent asked questions. I think that one's a good one. Oh, these are all good. Service area. So here's that service area. Let me move this over. And here is the service areas that they service, all in there. Oak Hills, it's another city. Okay. Gallery, maybe showing off some of the jobs. So that'll be something I put in the menu. Okay, accessibility. Now this is for our blind, hearing impaired. You know, we have that. So if we look at that particular page, that's this guy here, accessibility. And I can help you guys with that as well. Okay, so we're just breaking this down, right? This is off to the side. Private, that could be at the bottom. Thank you page, that could be after they submitted a form. Yep, there's a form. There's a thank you form right there. And then careers, you know, you can have this at the top or the bottom. But now you see the layout of the page and what you need to do, right? So these are some of the key words. Clogged toilet, right? So let's see here. This is the home. Let me do this. Let me copy this top section. Okay, so this is the actual website. That's the main. And then this is kind of the menu here. And then stuff that's underneath that menu are down here. And these are the keywords themselves. Now, guys, here's what we can do to help. There's commercial page that they have as well. And then these are their service pages. So one of the things I would do is I would not necessarily put like Village or Eastville, Upland, Plumber. I would just make the city page itself like all about that city, and then just create a menu off to the side or have some options that you link all of these, no matter if you're in Fontana, Riverside, anywhere on here, Chino Hills, Ontario, you would just be pointing to these services. So for example, if you see here, you're building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, a bunch of pages for Hesperia. You can just make one Hesperia, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pages of Hesperia plumbing, and then there's the key word. You can just make one Hesperia and then just point it to the actual service itself, right? Because this here, what we're telling Google is I'm relevant for these cities. And this here is I'm relevant for these particular keywords. Remember, Google does not rank the whole websites, they rank URLs. So hopefully that kind of made sense, right, guys? As far as like, you don't need to create all these pages. Okay, now we have what other winning pages, right? Some of this stuff you can change it up, meet the team, past jobs, service areas, about us. You can even, the about us page can be like meet the team in there to show some expertise. Contact page, on the contact page, you can throw these actually here. Boom, boom. All these can go under the contact page maybe, or if you want to have it a separate one, you can do that as well. So let me break this up, zoom it in to make sure you guys can see it. But now you guys have the layout of what pages you need. And then the idea here is you want to start with, let's say we do clogged toilet repair, right? If we come to this one, okay, so this is all their locations that we saw earlier. This is their plumbing pages that we saw earlier. They also have it separated here. This can also, that's another thing. Let me do this as well. On here, I want to connect the dots with Google My Business. So I can have another, this is be the plumbing, kind of like what they have. And then you can do a drain and sewer section. And within the drain and sewer section, if we go back, let me share this tab. If we go back here, remember they were number 3. They were number 3, right? So let's bring these guys up in maps just to utilize the tool we have to bring these characters up in here. This is gonna, and it's just a Google tag, right? We want to have all of these services tied in to their site, right? And talk about those as well, right? So this could be a GMB. So the way they have it right now, let me come in here, GMB, right? And the way they have it structured, let's look. You can do drain and sewer. Okay, you can do GM. You can just name this one drain and sewer. Let's see, how do they have it? Yeah, drain and sewer. And then in here, you would put all the GMB categories, each and every one of them. And then we would talk about those. Okay, so now you have the layout of the structure. Hopefully this was helpful, guys, because then from here, you know exactly what keywords you need to go after. You know exactly what the menu is up here that you need to go after, what they have. And then it's really simple well, it's not really simple, but it kind of gives you like a roadmap. Like if we take plumbing, water heater, and repair and installation, then we can come in here, get a little bit more details like what they have, right? As far as H1s, let's take a look at some of the headers. Let's see here what I'm looking for, a word count, okay? This is what I'm talking about. This is like your baseline, 1,000 to 1,500 words. So now you know, okay, for water and heater, you need a word count of 1,000, right? So you can come in here, water heater, right in here. Water and heater, you can add another, add another column, right? Let me move this one over. Let me move this over, guys, here. And then here, word count, we can start nailing this down. Water heater, that was the word count for that one. Now you know how big that site needs to be, right? And then obviously from there, not obviously, but again, we want to point all of these over to here. Then we want to have a blog section, right? So we support some of these services that we have here. Then we get backlinks. Then we make sure that our anchor texts are set up correctly from here. On page, make sure it's rendering, make sure it's indexed correctly, make sure that the title tag. So let me show you what some of that stuff looks like. So let's say this is your page, or even here, right? So we want is, again, the structure of the URL. So, if this is the Hesperia, this is the home page, and they're targeting Hesperia because I'm in Hesperia. And once we start going over into the services, let's say this water heater, Hesperia water heater. So now instead of going 1, 2, 3, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 deep, we can get rid of this Hesperia and just stay within the plumbing and then water heater, or depends how we have it set up, even the water heater, right? So it doesn't have to go so deep to find it. And then again, the title tag, water heater repair and installation. So I would put like the brand even at the end. Then it goes into your description, right? Then your word count, it's 1,000. Okay, we talked about that earlier. And then we want to look at like, what does your inner links look like? All your internal links. What are the anchor texts? You have this going to home, water, tankless water heaters. So you have it going to other services, right? Drain cleaning. So that's awesome. See how you're working the inner linking of this? And then we want to make sure that the anchor texts are set up correctly. By the time this video comes up, guys, there's going to be, go back into my YouTube channel with Lee, or I'll try to put it on there where he's going to tell you how to do the anchor text correctly. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Just that part alone, getting different anchor texts, manipulating it in the sense of having a variety, LSI keywords, entity keywords, that alone will give you a lift on your particular sites. So we're looking at the interlinking, guys. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. So I'll leave it at that for right now, right? The first step that I wanted to kind of set up here was the actual, but those are all basic best practices, is what I call best in class, how to break it down. What do I have that they don't have? All right, especially for your keywords. What are some of the things that you can do better than your competitors? The word count, their interlinking, make sure the structure of the site, right? So I think this would be easy for us to beat because they go down so much further if you were in this particular area. All right. Obviously, they're winning. This will work as well. I'm not saying that they're wrong, but we're looking for opportunities, right? They're ranking the top 3, right? So they're getting some business off of their GMB. So they're doing a lot of things correctly, but we want to see how we can beat them. What do they have? How to do things quicker, faster, more efficient. So guys, hopefully this was helpful to you guys, how to look at the website, how to analyze your competitors, being local, how to break down their website. Now, another thing that I've gotten asked real quick, if your competitor, let me share again. Okay, it doesn't matter. That's sitemap. If you have trouble with the sitemap, hop on the call with me. I'll show you how to do the sitemaps. Even if it doesn't look like the one I have, you can do a robot TXT and see where the URL for the sitemap is. If it doesn't look like that, just paste and copy onto an Excel sheet, clean everything out except for the URL structure, and you break it down the same way, kind of look at it the same way. That'll give you the keywords you want to go after. Then you go in deeper into the website. What's the word count? Make sure you're in the link, that stuff. But this is like, if you don't have a website or want to see your competitors, this is how you would do it. Guys, this is over the shoulder kind of hacks, pro tips that you might want to show. This is stuff that's evergreen, what I call evergreen SEO. If you're a plumber, HVAC company, and you kind of want us to look at this for your site, or you need help, right? Getting more jobs, hop on a call with me. At the bottom of this video, there'll be a link to my calendar. We can analyze your website. First, let's find out if there's even a fit for us to work together, see what your needs are, see what the impact, see what that is holding you back from. And I would love to break it down, make sure we can help you make a real impact, not guessing, not wondering, a real impact. At the end of the day, none of this stuff matters if you're not getting jobs and you're not really getting phone calls. So hopefully this is helpful, get you going in the right direction to rank plumber websites on Google, top of Google, how to look at your competitors, how to analyze, how to look at your keywords, and what you need to do for yourself. Guys, with that said, much love, much success, and I'll see you on the next one.